You came home, you let the dog out, you put some onion rings in the oven. Onion rings, in the oven. That's problem number one. You're supposed to fry onion rings, but that's neither here nor there. You made out with the guy and he just fell asleep? Nah, I don't buy that. My first fully interactive ebook drops this Friday and it's only $13. Go to howtorelationship.net to get on the waiting list now. Link in description. This was posted on The Sun, and the name of the article is "In the Clear, much bigger woman cleared of forcing man to have bedroom fun with her after telling jurors she's too lazy to get on top." Well, let's take a look. A much bigger woman wept as she was cleared of forcing a man to have relations with her after claiming she was too lazy to go on top. Imogen Brooke, I don't know if I'm saying that correct, who weighed 24 stones at a time. Computer, how many pounds is 24 stones?
24 stones, 336
pounds.
pounds.
My God. 336 pounds at the time, allegedly pinned the man down after a date at her home in Southampton. And there's the picture of the lovely Ms. Brooke, cleared of forcing a man to have intercourse with her. That sounds like EPAR, guys. That's what that sounds like. I'm not sure. Listen, I know this woman's size makes this story a little bit more fascinating, I guess. But I see forced a man to have relations with her. The 30-year-old was then accused of engaging in non-consensual bedroom fun with the man who was left staring at the wall after a 15-minute ordeal. Brooks sobbed and thanked jurors as she was today cleared of causing a person to engage in bedroom activity without consent. The panel took 1 hour to find the student. Wait a minute. This is a student, which means she's 30. Not guilty following a 4-day trial. Brooke today told jurors she would not have been able to tug the man over onto his back in bed because, she said, quote, "I'm not Superwoman." She also denied having sex with him and instead claimed she ended up eating onion rings alone after he fell asleep when they kissed.
Stop the cap.
Yeah, I don't buy that. I think they absolutely consummated the date. I think they did. I think she's capping. And I think that's why she was so emotional about being acquitted. Brooke also said the position he claimed they had intercourse in, her on top, would be challenging due to her larger frame. And she told Southampton Crown Court in her evidence that she would not have gone on top for the alleged period of 15 minutes. Brooke said, "No, 15 minutes on top, I wouldn't. I'm very lazy. I had no sex on top for any duration." Jurors were told previously how Brooke was, quote, "very drunk and horny when she climbed on top of the man after a date. She then allegedly started riding the man whose protests were going in one ear and out the other." Oh, boy. Oh, my God. Brooke also told him, "You may be saying no, but your sausage is saying yes," before she rolled off him and went to sleep, it was said. But she told the court how when the pair returned to her flat, she put her dog out and put some onion rings in the oven because I like food, especially when drunk. Brooke then claimed they began kissing, but her date fell asleep after she got up to check on her food. See, that's where the cap is. So you mean you came home, you let the dog out, you put some onion rings in the oven. Onion rings in the oven. That's problem number one. You're supposed to fry onion rings, but that's neither here nor there. You made out with the guy and he just fell asleep? Nah, I don't buy that. She added, after kissing, I went and sorted the onion rings out. I wouldn't have checked if they were cooked or needed a bit longer and put mayonnaise on the plate. Oh boy. Onion rings and mayonnaise. Again, this is not relevant, but onion rings and mayonnaise, what are we doing? Onion rings are good with barbecue sauce and or ketchup, not mayonnaise. I ate them all to myself before he was asleep. The alleged victim later told how Brooke sent a photo of him asleep on Facebook Messenger the next day with a bruise on his neck. He sent her a voice note asking if she wanted to see the love bite she had given him. Brooke replied, "The picture I took last night looked horrific, like I strangled you. I'm never doing that to you again, by the way. You liked it last night." But she denied leaving the mark on the complainant, telling jurors she could not have given a love bite as she can't multitask. The court was told, obviously, because Brooke was bigger than the alleged victim and about twice his body weight. He said in his evidence he got flashbacks of the night, still adding, "I still remember the entire night. Oh, sweet mother of God. This poor bloke. I can't remember it because I can't get it out of my head." Ay, 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 ay. Oh, is this her trying to look attractive? Oh, boy. Ay, 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 ay. Man, oh, man. Yeah, guys, I'm not buying this. I absolutely positively believe that relations were had. I don't buy that she came home, let her dog out, put some onion rings in the oven, made out with the guy and fell asleep. I think the night went exactly the way the dude said that it happened. Can you imagine if the roles were reversed? If the genders were reversed? Right? Let's read this. Let's switch the genders. Let's switch the genders and let's see how much serious, let's see how less funny this sounds. Right? Ian Brooke, who weighed 336 pounds at the time, allegedly pinned the woman down after a date at her home in Southampton. The 30-year-old was then accused of engaging in non-consensual sex with the woman, who was left staring at the wall after the 15-minute ordeal. Ian sobbed and thanked jurors as he was today cleared of causing a person to engage in sexual activity without consent. Doesn't quite sound so funny now, does it? The panel took 1 hour to find the student not guilty following a 4-day trial. Ian, today, told jurors that he would not have been able to tug the woman over onto his back in bed because I'm not Superman. He also denied having sex with her and instead claimed he ended up eating onion rings all alone after she fell asleep when they kissed. Do you think that they would believe this story if the genders were reversed? If Imogen, I don't even know how to pronounce her name, if Imogen were Ian Brooke, let's just keep it real. They would have thrown him to the gallows. They would have put him under the jail. Clearly, this was clearly a gendered bias. I don't believe for 1 second that she did not force this man to have relations. Women her size, I mean, Jesus. Oh my God. I feel for the guy. I really